What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and I'm bringing you your WWE 2013 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view review and results. Now, last night's show took place from the New Orleans Arena in New Orleans, Louisiana. I wanted to get this to you guys last night, but as you can probably hear, I'm a little bit under the weather today. I feel very weak. I don't know if I'm coming down with a head cold or a flu. I don't know, but I wanted to bring this to you guys last night. I couldn't, but I passed out completely. So this afternoon, I'm bringing you guys my video that I intended to bring you guys last night. Alright, but let's get right into it, guys. The show overall was a very, very, very good wrestling-themed show. What did it do as far as storylines go? I've been saying it for the last few weeks now. I feel like the road to WrestleMania this year is very, very underwhelming. I feel like the WWE right now is being very lazy. They're being very safe in the way they book these shows leading up to WrestleMania. They're definitely taking the safe route. As you can see, if you guys watched the pay-per-view last night, they're going the safe route. They're taking that safe road. I don't know why, but the WWE really needs to step it up in these next 5 weeks. They really need to step it up. Because as of right now, WrestleMania to me right now is a complete miss. I don't care if it's WrestleMania. WrestleMania is synonymous with being the biggest event of the year. You can have the biggest event of the year, but if you don't deliver, then a real wrestling fan like me, and I'm sure you guys, listening to me, it's not going to live up to the hype. We already have 2 matches booked for WrestleMania, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But the pay-per-view started off with Del Rio versus Big Show. Now, I didn't even want to see this match to begin with a third time. This is the third time we're seeing this on pay-per-view. My brother even said it last night. Why does the WWE insist on putting the same match 3 or 4 times back-to-back on pay-per-view? I don't get it. This match did nothing new. They didn't bring anything new to the table. Yeah, it was a decent opening match. It got the crowd into it. The New Orleans crowd is very hot. They're always very hot. The crowd made the match decent. The guys in the ring, I could care less for. I knew Del Rio was going to win this match. Del Rio ended up winning this match. The last segments of this match, you see Del Rio try a cross-arm breaker. Big Show reverses it, gets out of it, and slams him. Okay? Ricardo Rodriguez gets on the apron. Big Show knocks him off. Del Rio then goes for an enziguri and botches the first enziguri kick from behind. He had to do it again. So he nailed the second one. Ricardo Rodriguez's bucket apparently flies into the Big Show's head. Del Rio finally knocks Show down with an enziguri and locks in the cross-arm breaker. Show reaches the ropes, can't make it, and actually tapped out for Del Rio getting the win here. That I was surprised by. Big Show tapping out. I hope this ends this feud. I hope this ends the Big Show's run at the World Heavyweight Championship because he doesn't belong in a World Championship title picture. He's slow. He's unathletic. He's not exciting in the ring. I really wish they would scale him back. He's taken a spot from one of those younger guys that really needs that spotlight. Big Show doesn't need the spotlight anymore. His career's over. And Del Rio, I like him as a face. I think he actually works better as a face than he does a heel. He played a decent heel character, but he was boring. I like that he has some support behind him. I like that the fans are slowly getting into him. It's going to take a little bit longer because the WWE ruined his character before this. So really nobody takes him seriously. I don't take him seriously as a World Heavyweight Champion. He's a transitional champion. That belt's going to Ziggler, one way or another. Anyway, Del Rio gets the win there. United States Championship match, Miz versus Antonio Cesaro. A lot of people said this could have been the match that stole the show. All this match did was prolong this feud, which I'm assuming is going to go into WrestleMania. Alright? They come back into the ring. They're fighting on the outside. The ending segments of this match, you see the Miz in control. Miz works on the injured leg of Cesaro. He's working on Cesaro's leg for most of this match. Miz with the 2 count. Miz drops knees on his leg. Okay? This is the main thing I want to point out to you guys. The Miz goes for a figure 4 leg lock, but Cesaro fights it off. Alright? Cesaro blocks a kick and looks as if he tripped the Miz. And then as the Miz fell down on top of Cesaro, the Miz's knee landed right into the lower region of Cesaro. It was a low blow. The referee seen it, called for the bell. The Miz was disqualified. Cesaro wins by DQ. Miz is arguing with the referee. It wasn't a low blow, that he tripped him. If you really did look at it, I thought it was like, what the fuck's going on here? Why would you call the match for that? But apparently it's all part of the storyline. The low blow got Miz disqualified. It wasn't intentional. Cesaro kicked The Miz out from underneath him, and he just literally fell on top of him. His knee landed below the belt. Now they're going to prolong this feud, which I'm assuming, if I had to bet my money on, it's going to be the match at WrestleMania. Miz versus Cesaro, and probably some kind of stipulation match. And then that's where I think The Miz will finally take the United States Championship. He'll be that one American guy to take that belt from Cesaro. Elimination Chamber match, Jericho, Kane, Bryan, Henry, Orton, and Swagger. Match of the night, folks. Match of the night. Alright? The two guys that started the match off, Jericho and Bryan. The match itself, I even tweeted, if you guys follow me on Twitter. This Elimination Chamber match has the possibility of being one of the better chamber matches in recent memory. Probably one of the best ever. It didn't fail. This is why I love the Elimination Chamber, because it lives up to its hype. It really needs no build around it. You're putting 6 guys in there that want to fight for the World Championship at WrestleMania. That's all you need. You don't need any fucking story. You don't need any corny, silly storylines. 6 guys in this ring. 6 quality wrestlers in this ring fighting for that #1 contender spot for Del Rio's belt. Everybody showed you why they're hungry. Everybody showed you why they're in that ring fighting to get to WrestleMania. The way WWE booked this match was perfect. The ending was completely out of left field. I did not expect at all, and if you guys watched my preview and predictions video, I was going with Randy Orton in this match. My opinion started to sway a little bit as we got closer to the pay-per-view because WWE was building up Mark Henry to be unstoppable. I figured they were going to give the match to Henry. You know who ended up winning this match? Jack Swagger. The ending of this match was the best, probably, sequence of the entire night. Okay? And Jericho rolls through and goes for the walls of Jericho, alright, on Swagger. Before that, Swagger had come back and put the Patriot Act on Jericho. Jericho reversed it into the walls of Jericho. Orton comes over, hits his signature backbreaker on Jericho for a 2 count. Orton dumps Swagger onto the steel, over the top ropes, and grabs Jericho. Orton goes for a draping DDT, but here comes Swagger. Orton grabs both of them and hits a double draping DDT into the ring. The crowd is going crazy. Orton's getting ready now to do the RKO. This is where I thought Randy Orton was going to win. It was down to Jericho, Orton, Swagger. Jericho blocks the RKO from Orton. Okay? But Orton then blocks the lion salt because Chris Jericho jumped off the rope for a lion salt. Orton nails an RKO on Jericho. Pins him 1, 2, 3. Swagger all of a sudden comes from behind and rolls Orton up from behind, pinning him 1, 2, 3. Jack Swagger is going to WrestleMania to fight Del Rio. Now this is where I have a problem with this. Del Rio. Is Del Rio over as a world champion right now? Not to the point where WWE needs him to be. Are they rushing Jack Swagger into the main event scene? You're damn right they're rushing Jack Swagger into the main event scene. I don't think Swagger should have won this match at all. I think they would have. I think the safe route here is the best route that they should have taken. Randy Orton should have won this match. If not Orton, Mark Henry should have won this match. I probably would have been okay with Mark Henry versus Del Rio at WrestleMania. But Jack Swagger, I don't think the fans are really believing Jack Swagger right now because he's been off TV for a whole year. Nobody probably even remembers him. I mean, the internet community is going to remember him, but the typical people in the WWE universe that attends their shows, the mothers, the fathers, the children, they don't care about Jack Swagger. That's why they gave him Zeb Coulter. They're looking to build Swagger up, but I think it's a little bit too fast right now. Is Del Rio versus Swagger main event worthy for WrestleMania? In my honest opinion, no, it's not. It's just not. This is why I say the road to WrestleMania is lousy and lazy right now. WWE really needs to step it up. And it's kind of typical that they're actually going with Del Rio versus Swagger, too. You got the Mexican babyface versus the Patriot, the real American, Jack Swagger. I mean, it's really typical, but to me, it's not WrestleMania worthy, folks. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. The Shield versus John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus. Probably the match of the night, besides the Elimination Chamber. Unbelievable match. The ending caught me completely off guard to the point where when the match ended, I actually stood up amongst my friends and started clapping. I commend highly the WWE creative team for booking this match. You want to know why? Because it's the right way to book the match. They finally did something correct. Cena's trying to fight off Ambrose, but Ambrose drops him with a fucking vicious, and I mean vicious DDT. Ambrose unloads on Cena, but charges and gets dumped over the top rope out to the floor. Ryback gets the fans all pumped, doing his typical spiel. Ryback finally gets the tag and unloads on Rollins, and Ambrose is cleaning house. He's cleaning house on the Shield. Ryback with a huge backdrop on both men. Rollins gets a powerbomb. Ambrose gets a big slam. Ryback throws Ambrose into Rollins into the corner. Reigns comes in and attacks Ryback from the side. Sheamus takes out Reigns. Sheamus and then Reigns tumble to the outside. Then they all go to the outside. Then Sheamus is fighting with Ambrose. Reigns runs in and spears Sheamus through the barrier. Looked vicious. Right through where Justin Roberts is sitting and Lillian Garcia. That whole area is destroyed. Chaos. Ryback ends up in the ring getting beat down by all three men. They all go for the triple powerbomb, but Cena makes the save. This is where I thought the match was over, guys. Ryback goes for shell shock on Rollins while Cena has the attitude adjustment on Ambrose. Cena hits the attitude adjustment, but Reigns comes in out of nowhere, interrupts the shell shock, and spears Ryback. Rollins falls on top of Ryback and covers Ryback for the win. The Shield goes on to win. Great match, great ending, great sequence. WWE deserves a standing ovation for booking the match that way. Great, great stuff. I highly recommend you guys trying to find this match. That's the one match, along with the Elimination Chamber, that made this whole pay-per-view worthy. The Shield needed to win. I thought that the WWE was going to have John Cena going to WrestleMania looking strong, looking like Super Cena. But they did the right thing here. The Shield needed to win, because if you had the Shield lose, they're not important anymore. If they couldn't get the job done against the three biggest babyfaces in the company right now, nobody's going to take them seriously. Now that they defeated John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus, the Shield's for real, folks. These guys are the future of the WWE. They are the future of this company. Roman Reigns is a monster. Ambrose is going to be one of the best the company has to offer. Same to be said with Seth Rollins. Great match. Shield wins. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler was an impromptu match. Kofi Kingston, I don't know what the fuck this guy did, got his ass kicked. Ziggler comes down saying he's not on the show. The World Heavyweight Championship is not safe. Only to him it's safe because he's got the Money in the Bank briefcase. Ziggler takes down Kofi hard with a zigzag for the win here. Very short match. After the match, Biggie Langston just destroyed Kofi Kingston. I don't know who Kofi Kingston pissed off. He went from being Intercontinental Champion, probably going on the best streak of his career. Now he can't buy a win. I don't know who he pissed off, but nothing but mid-card fucking garbage. Again, Kofi Kingston. I don't know what happened. Hopefully he rebounds because he is a decent wrestler. Divas match, Tamina Snuka versus Caitlyn. Another impromptu match. Caitlyn gets the win here. I'm not really going to talk about it because it was nothing of importance. And then finally, WWE title match, CM Punk versus The Rock, guys. Honestly, this match did absolutely nothing for me. It did nothing for me. The match at the Royal Rumble was better. And The Rock is out of shape. No matter how many times he posts on Twitter, the guy's out of shape. The guy was breathing heavy the first 5 or 6 minutes into the match. Okay? That's one thing I did notice. I had my head down most of this match, but I did catch the most important sequences. Alright? The match started slow. The first 10 minutes started slow, then the last 10 minutes picked up. And obviously, we knew The Rock was going to win by some way in this match. The way they got there, I really wasn't a big fan of because it was just too gimmicky for me. It was just typical bullshit. Rock goes to the rock bottom, but Punk counters with elbows to the back of the head. Punk beats Rock down to the mat with elbows. Rock finally nails the rock bottom, but Punk kicks out. Punk goes to the floor, but Rock brings him back up. Heyman starts to argue with the referee. Punk whips Rock into the referee, and he lands on the floor. The referee's knocked out, and I'm rolling my eyes because I know what's about to come. Punk nails the GTS on the Rock and covers for the pin. He would have been the new WWE Champion, but there's no referee. Punk has the Rock down and pinned. No referee. Another referee comes down, checks on his colleague, as does a trainer from out of nowhere. I don't know where the trainer came from. A second referee comes in the ring as Punk goes for another GTS. Rock counters and nails his spine buster. Rock hits the people's elbows. The crowd's going crazy. Rock covers, but Punk kicks out at a 2. Punk lands on the second referee's ankle, and now he's injured. Punk drops the Rock with a kick to the head as the second referee is out on the floor holding his ankle. Trainer checks on him now. All this gimmicky stuff, just fucking nonsense. Just give us a fucking match. I hate this gimmicky bullshit. You know? Punk has Heyman slide the WWE belt inside the ring. Heyman holds the Rock on the apron. Punk charges with the belt. Rock ducks. Punk nails Heyman. Rock drops Punk and covers him for the win. As the referee wakes up, the 3 count. Rock's going to WrestleMania like we all knew. Same garbage. Typical bullshit. Cena versus The Rock. You're getting it at WrestleMania. That's all you need to know. That's it, guys. I'll be back for Monday Night Raw. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Hit that like. See you later.